Hello, Henshin Nation, Henshin Heroes, whichever you prefer. We're back, baby, and I'm Nathan Marchand, aka the Subro.
I'm Jake, aka the Metal Don.
And if you might be wondering what's with the new location and the inferior, I would say, setup here, it's because I've been on the road this weekend. I managed, thankfully, to get to make time for the stream tonight. I had the privilege, I should say, of being in my friend Eric Anderson's wedding this weekend. He got married today to a lovely lady named Kate. I was one of his groomsmen, so that was a ton of fun, and they're both quite nerdy. So there were some shenanigans after the wedding. If we had a little bit more time, I'd go into it. And the reception was basically like a mini Comic-Con, so cosplay was encouraged. So I went dressed as David Tennant's doctor. So there you go. So I was still dressed up. I was dressed up for the wedding. I sent a picture to you and Chris, so you can to see the green suit that I had to wear today.
You look
and
spicy.
Yeah, tell that to the ladies. Anyway, and then I switched over to the Geek Chic suit worn by David Tennant, the blue one specifically with the red tie and the red Converse, the most comfortable shoes I own. I need to just start wearing Converse in general, but because those shoots are amazing. So so I was still dressed up for the reception. I was pretty proud of myself, and I was by far the best dancer there. I was one of 5 people who actually knew what they were doing.
Sweet. Comes in handy sometimes, doesn't it?
It comes in handy sometimes. And I will tell you, game recognizes game, as they say. There was an older couple who actually knew what they were doing. They would play a song, and everyone is just doing generic gyrations, or in some cases, like my friend Eric and his lovely wife, the lovely new wife, they were trying to just swing dance to everything. But this couple recognized this, what the proper style to do to each song, and actually did it. And I'm like, respect.
Yeah.
Respect. I like you. I wish I had talked to him. I wanted to tell him, I was like, you know what you're doing. Anyway, so we have some Ultraman and Kamen Rider to get to. Oh boy. There is I expected a lot of things out of Ultraman Teo. And then this week it was episode 4. It was called, it was Watch Out, Workshop. I've expected a lot of things from the show. What I did not expect was this mild obsession with feces.
Yeah. It was a little awkward, but
it was a little awkward. There was an image. I even screenshot it because I did watch it on this big TV that I have in front of me this evening to watch ZEZTZ. I watched Teo on there, and I saw an image on there I was not expecting. Then I went on my phone, actually logged into my account, my YouTube account, and screenshot what I saw, because I was like, never in my life would I have thought that I would see this on Ultraman.
Yeah, it was hilarious.
Yeah. Just to lead with that, because it's the craziest thing in this episode. We are led to believe, because who knows if it was actually real on set or not, but there was a censored pixelated image on this week's episode, and the implication is that they are censoring a turd that is being held by this eccentric scientist guy who's one of the main cast members, and he's holding it like he's holding a piece of chicken with chopsticks. And I'm like, what are you doing, Japan? What are you doing?
He's watched too much Karate Kid.
What am I even watching? And not only that, the reason it's even happening is because a main point of the episode, a key plot, a subplot in the episode, and I get it. I have not attended veterinary school, so I'm sure this is exactly the kind of stuff they have to do.
Mm-hmm.
But they're going into the woods to search for kaiju feces so they can study it. So this professor is taking all of these students out there to give them extra credit, and they're running around finding anything that they think is kaiju feces. The funny thing is, as versed as I am in kaiju lore, this is the first time I can think of, at least in a mainline kind of story. Well, maybe. No, I can think of one other instance where it was featured. But this is a rare instance where we're actually concerned about that. I think there's some world building stuff in Pacific Rim about this. But that's about it. And so this episode goes there. And so our heroes are worried that they're going to find Poochie's poop and figure out things about Poochie.
Yeah.
That is the reason why they're motivated to do this.
I can imagine all the poop that they get, and he's just sitting there studying it. He grabs it. No, that's a horse. No, that's a cow.
I'm just like, that is an entire subplot in this episode. This is an Ultraman episode where there's a subplot about fecal matter collecting.
Could you imagine when -0 finally gets here? We're in the theater. We're about an hour into it. Godzilla, he comes up, and he just starts pooping. You just see it dropping down. It's like brown rain.
It just dropped. I don't know what it would look like, to be honest. I really that has not been established in the canon. It has not been established in the canon. The only other instance, other than like I said, I think there's some world building stuff in Pacific Rim about it. The only time I can think of where you saw literal kaiju feces and it factored into the story was Gamera Guardian of the Universe. And they made it horrifying because it was the Gauss, and they're treated like they're big birds. So it's bird style droppings.
Yeah.
And they were finding bits of eaten people in the stuff. So they made it horrifying, like I said.
Heck yeah.
Yeah. If you haven't, you need to watch the 90s Gamera trilogy. You would love it. Trust me.
I've seen the first two.
Oh, you got to watch Iris. Anyway, Gamera 3, man. Peak kaiju cinema right there. But yeah, so that was an entire subplot of this. I'm just like, can we do something funny? Like maybe they find something and they don't realize that it is from Poochie, but it looks like a giant sprinkle from ice cream or something. That's what I was waiting for. It's like, I just wanted to look like a giant sprinkle, and they figure out that it's like nutritious and delicious, something weird like that. It's like those jokes about unicorns, how they poop rainbows and things like that.
Yeah.
Weird stuff like that. I was not prepared. I was not prepared for this. Before that, they tried to take Poochie back to the ship where Ibuki found him, and they can't. There's like, okay, you can go, and the one girl is just being crazy melodramatic about the whole thing, and he's like, and they're like, what's wrong? Why does it work? And they're like, he doesn't even know how the ship works,
which is weird. I mean, he did, come to Earth on it.
My guess would be maybe he was put on the ship, but he did not pilot it.
Yeah.
That would be my guess, given what we see here. But he's like, so he doesn't know how to get on there. And that's when they start freaking out. It's like, well, we can't put him on the ship and send him back. So now we got to make sure nobody finds the ship. We got to make sure nobody figures out about him. Hence why we're going on this trip to collect kaiju feces. There's so much poop talk on this show. I was not ready for this. And and spoiler warning, it's a cliffhanger, so we might get more next week.
More than likely.
At least a follow-up of some kind. But the censored turd, I still can't get over that.
Oh
that
no.
image is going to be ingrained in my mind for years.
I guess I didn't want to gross people out. The thing was,
It's just
the girl
I think there are rules. You can't show stuff like that on TV. I know I'm pretty
probably,
sure I think there are rules both in Japan and America against that. And I think it's one of those cases it's like an American like network TV shows if they start dropping F-bombs and stuff, they even on fictional shows they just censor it probably because it's part of the joke.
yeah.
That
Well,
would be
the
my
thing
guess.
is, the girl, she was there, it looked like for a couple hours, and right there at the end, she finally found the marking on the ship's legs, whatever it
Yeah.
is. You know,
Yeah, legs probably. It looks a bit like
the landing legs.
landing legs. It looks a bit like a War of the Worlds tripod, but
Hmm.
it hovers.
Yeah. So it took
The sh-
her almost
I
all
will say
day to find that one thing.
yeah, the ship does look good. I will compliment them on that. The ship looks pretty good. It's CGI,
Yeah.
but I still think it looks pretty good. So that was our cliffhanger. She gets sucked up into the ship, and we don't know what's going on.
Yeah.
So I guess we'll find out. We'll have to wait until next week to see what's going on with that, and that'll be another on the road episode because I will be at Gen Con, but I will probably just carve out the time like I did it last year. I'll do it again.
Right.
Yeah. Oh, are you kidding me? We do. They do. There's no ultra. There's no ultra wiki listing for the monster of the week yet.
Hmm.
You're kidding me.
I like the big eye.
Big
Whenever
Eye was cool.
Divine had the phone coming out and you saw the big
Yeah.
eye, I didn't know exactly what to think it was going to be. So
I
when it came
was
out, I was like, huh,
yeah,
it's an interesting design.
I was suspicious for a minute that it was going to be a plant monster.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, it's the monster's name is Doshi Hagachi, and they don't have an Ultra Wiki entry for him yet. So we'll have to wait to talk about him next week.
Yeah. Because
Probably.
at the end
Well,
of this
it show
episode,
pictures and stuff of him next week. I'm guessing
yeah.
it'll be up by next week.
Yeah. Because at the end of
So
this episode, they showed Poochie on the still image. Showing how
yeah,
much he weighed and everything.
yeah, 80 kilograms. I need to know how much. How did tall? I forget how tall it said he was.
I
How
don't
much is
remember
80
what it said.
kilograms? Talking into my
80
phone.
kilograms is 176
He's a
pounds.
he's a big boy. Oh my gosh, 176 pounds.
I could lift him
That
up
little
with
guy.
one hand.
Oh, of course you could. You get your 200 grams of protein a day for the gains.
Exactly.
Yeah, scratch that off your bingo card. The Schwarzenegger, but yeah. So we had all of that. I think honestly, aside from all of this, the craziness that was going on, the weirdness, I think probably my favorite scene in the episode was the conversation that Ibuki had with the one girl, and we find out that it sounds like she's here because she had a dog when she was growing up, and it died a few years ago, but she had just known that dog all of her life,
Yeah.
and she hasn't been able to bring herself to get another dog because that one was so important to her. And I think that, like I said, I think the implication is that's why she's here. She can't bring herself to take care of her own pet, but she will take care of others. And they have a nice little conversation about grief and things like that. I'm like, okay, this is fitting in very nicely with what Teo is going through right now.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
With being the last survivor of his planet and all that. It's like, I really like that. I really like that a lot. So I think that was some nice character insight that we got there for both of them, especially for her. So that was really nice. But I'm going to be honest with you, Jake, and I'm curious to hear what you thought of this. Is it just me, or was the climactic fight underwhelming.
Yeah, there wasn't really much of a fight because Teo dodged him, and then when he came back, charged back at him, he held him back. But whenever whenever Teo flew up, grabbed him with the vine, came back down, and he did his new form,
Mm-hmm.
I didn't understand that. Why did he let go? Was it cold? Was it hot?
Was it hot? Yeah.
Yeah,
It
didn't really explain it, so.
Yeah, it was just underwhelming.
Mhm.
I'm like, why? We've seen in the last couple of episodes that he's I mean, he's not the most capable Ultraman that we've seen, but we know he can do more than just this. And I don't know if they're doing that intentionally because they want to save it for next week. But it was
Yeah.
it was weird. I mean, the set looked nice. I like the sunset. And the vine action from the monster looked really nice, and I like the images of the tendrils going around him and everything. That
Mhm.
was really cool, but he barely did anything.
Yeah.
I was just like, really? I waited the entire episode for this? Now, I didn't realize it was going to be a two-parter, so I'm like, okay, I guess we'll get a follow-up next week, but wow,
Right.
that's it.
I can tell there's going to be a lot of two-parters in here.
Yeah, I think the only two-parter they haven't, because this is episode 4. Episode 1 was a standalone, and then 2 and 3 were a two-parter, and now it looks like 4 and 5 are going to be a two-parter.
Yeah.
So I don't know if they're going to keep that going forward. If that's the goal, making the first episode, if they do 25 like they usually do, doing two-parters all the way up through 25, if the first episode is standalone, does make sense because the math works.
Yeah. Right. I wish, because he wasn't Teo long in this episode. It was mostly them in human form. Well, him in
Yeah,
human form with everyone
yeah.
else.
Yeah, again, it might be because they know they're going to do more in part 2.
Yeah. So if they're going to get more Ultraman in this series, they kind of need to move ahead a little bit faster.
Yeah, I'm
But
starting
it
to
still
wonder.
seems really slow.
Yeah, I'm starting to wonder if my theory or like the story that I was hearing about the possibility of other ultras appearing in the show, if that may not happen and the proper anniversary is going to be that Zero special that's going to be out hopefully in the next 2, 3, 4 weeks, which we'll probably do I think we should cover that in one of these live streams because it's, I don't know when else we're gonna do it for HPV3 because it's going to be a standalone anniversary special. So I'm wondering if they're just going to stick with that being the anniversary special with its very Sentai style gimmick. It looks like we're getting Koichi Sakamoto though, so I mean I can't complain there. But starring Bandai's favorite Ultraman because he has more alt modes than every other Ultraman put together. And I don't know. I would like to see more Ultramen show up in this because it felt like this was being marketed as the 60th anniversary show.
Yeah.
And I thought that meant that means they were going to do something in line with the fact that it's the 60th anniversary. I don't know.
It doesn't really feel like an anniversary show right now.
It doesn't.
Omega felt more like an anniversary show.
It did, even with the absence of other ultras in it. And I don't know. It's one of those things. I will confess to you, as excited as I was in the lead up to Teo, and then especially after seeing that first episode, I'm starting to wonder if I'm setting myself up for disappointment because I'm seeing all of this potential that they could do with Teo as a character, and we may not see it. Now,
Right.
I understand we still got 21 episodes to go. I get it. There's still 21 episodes to go. But I'm gonna kick myself if I find out that I expected too much. I set myself up for disappointment.
That's what I was worried about too.
Yeah. I don't know. We'll have to, especially since I think most of the people who are working on the show now, I think it's a pretty fresh team because I don't recognize most of the names when I was looking at the promotional articles and such. Like, I don't recognize most of these names or these people. Their credits most of them don't include past Ultra series. So this is, I think in that regard, this is pretty experimental because they're throwing a bunch of not untested talent, but people who've not worked on Ultraman before, and they're letting them do this one.
Right.
So, I mean, only time will tell, if, it's one of those things you kind of have to see the whole to really give a final assessment. Because I remember, it was the pacing was different with Omega because we were really excited about Omega right out of the gate, and it maintained that momentum for a handful of episodes. It lulled a little bit after the first half dozen or so, picked right back up, and then it kind of evened out for the back half of the show, and then kind of dropped a little bit toward the end. And then picked back up, but then kind of evened out again. So it's like it was a little bit of a roller coaster. I don't know what to think. I feel like with Teo, that first episode, at least for me, was stupendous. And then it's kind of come down and evened out. And now I'm just not sure what to do with it.
Right. I'm right there with you.
So I don't know. It's weird. It's so weird. But I will say last week's stream did illustrate for me how diametrically different Toei and Tsuburaya are with how they handle their storytelling, because Toei is like a brilliant kid on about 3 Red Bulls. and meanwhile, Tsuburaya is more like, the really, like the kid who might be a little too smart for his grade level. Cranking out stories. I don't know. It's probably a ridiculous analogy, but like it was easy to recall what was going on in those Teo episodes. And then we're like, what happened the last 3 weeks in ZEZTZ? Everything keeps happening.
Yeah. Right. And really, ZEZTZ, I haven't really had a show that was so hard to keep up with.
Yeah, because the back half anyway. Front half wasn't so bad.
Yeah, it wasn't.
The back half is
where
where
he died.
Yeah, the back half is where it decided to just start taking intravenous caffeine, or maybe some crack here and there. Oh man, I gotta. Oh wait, no. Oh wait, do I have to sign back into? Please, do I have to search for Kamen Rider again? I think it reset the TV because I'm trying to get ready. Yep, looks like I have to, unless it remembers the. Nope, it did not remember the search. Because I'm looking at this as a guest, and now it's just giving me it's giving me a bunch of generic stuff and a few Ultraman videos, which is funny. Oh, and there's one, and I see one Kamen Rider video. But anyway, we need to start getting ready for this. I'm not exactly sure. Oh, okay, it saved the search anyway. I'm not sure exactly what to expect this week.
Oh, yeah, I've been like that for a long time.
Yeah. And by the way, if anybody's in the chat, please start leaving comments, because where are all of you? I've been waiting for comments for the last 25 minutes.
Been waiting for Jonathan Courtright to pop in with a spam talk.
Yeah, he's been, he's doing his own little YouTube channel, and he gives us shout outs every week, even when we're not on the air.
Yeah. He's the only spammer I like.
Yeah. Well, apparently I am, the spam commando. And so I'm the Spamando. I've come up with a new name for myself, the Spamando, and he thought it was funny because Cartwright is easy to entertain sometimes. He's like a 54-year-old child.
Did you see
Come
that?
on, come on! If that's not going to get him to comment, what will? Anyway,
Do you see that? I can't remember if it was a video or just a post about they're putting all of Kamen Rider on Prime.
I looked into that. It's region locked,
Of course.
and some bad news.
What?
If you haven't seen the original Kamen Rider, now you can't. Unless you have Tokusatsu. The only place to see it now is Tokusatsu. It's no longer on Prime, and it is no longer on Tubi.
Oh my gosh.
So they don't do the live streams or the live streams that just go on forever.
Yeah.
That are constantly on, repeating all the episodes. Tokusatsu took those down from YouTube. So the only way to watch the original Kamen Rider now is apparently on Shout Factory TV.
Shout TV. Yeah.
Shout TV. That's it.
What the heck?
Which makes me think that they're slowly losing the rights. And like I said, I looked into it, and that one it's region locked, unfortunately. I was really excited by that prospect because that's probably some of the most exciting news that we've had in a long time.
Mm-hmm.
And I really wanted it to be true. But unfortunately, it is. That's the wrong way, you silly remote. But unfortunately, it does not look like it. So the only way to legally watch Rider, and apparently like the normal Tokusatsu websites people use are getting shut down or something. Like I guess Toei finally caught them. But yeah, so the only way to legally watch Rider is if you have, there's a handful of stuff that's still on Tubi and on Prime, and if you have any of the Blu-rays or DVDs.
Yeah.
And now the original Rider is gone, which that's a major blow, I think.
Oh, it is.
Yeah. It's just Shout TV now, which tells me, like I said, things are just they're dwindling, and I don't know what's going on there. So I was excited by that because that's like the deal with Ultraman. That was huge, except it would have been happening a lot faster. Like they're just going to drop everything at the same time. Like that's insane.
Mm-hmm.
Absolutely insane. And no, not happening.
Ridiculous.
It's too bad.
Well, hopefully they'll put Kamen Rider on DVD so we can watch it.
I want them to put it out on DVD. Unfortunately, the original, I think it would be an expensive set, but let's be honest, we're all crazy enough to buy it.
I would.
I should have. I discovered that Amazon was going to give me a coupon for XC Draft, like $15 off, so I could get it for $35. So I'm like, all right, time to make more poor financial decisions. So I bought it. Anyway, it should be there by the time I get back from Michigan. All right, so what we got going on here?
We got Nim in a glass.
Literally?
Yeah.
Take one of the earphones off here so it's a little easier to hear. Because I turned it down so Toei doesn't yell at us. Is this the lady narrating?
Yeah. The hot lady.
And then here's Nem with her elevator shoes. So thanks for recapping the pseudo clip show from last week. And now what are we getting? It's the Nem show right now.
Did you see that? She looked at me. I'm her dream.
She was looking at the audience, sir.
No, she was looking at me.
Whatever helps you sleep at night.
6-pack of Budweiser.
So for me, it's caffeination. For you, it's inebriation.
Yeah, well, I quit drinking, so.
Well, now we finally got Edwin in the chat. You know, he's leaving some comments here.
What's up, Edwin?
Good to see you. Actually, I kind of like this arrangement where I can actually see the comments as they come in and not look at them after the fact. Maybe I should try doing that regularly going forward. Recall the dream. So she's living in a dream world alone, but it looks like she's waking up in a different place every time.
That's what it appears.
That's a nice
now I'm hungry.
breakfast. That's a really nice breakfast. Oh, wait, no, she's got mom here. I'm not evil. See? I just want to possess you is all.
She can be evil all she wants if she's gonna make me breakfast like that.
What's your favorite breakfast?
Scrambled eggs
Scrambled eggs?
and bacon.
Bacon, of course.
I'll eat about 12 scrambled eggs and a whole pack of bacon.
Wow.
Put some salt and pepper on it, some Cholula.
Again,
good.
For the gains.
Yep. I used to wonder why people put hot sauce on their eggs. I'm like, I just like eggs. And then I started doing it. Haven't stopped.
You're making me want to go buy some eggs next time I go grocery shopping and start doing that more often.
Do it.
Because I have, because my brother and we do still have some like hot sauce and stuff sitting in the fridge that is waiting to be used more often. A new morning is here. A strange morning. This world doesn't it seem strange? Okay. Oh crap! She has a shrine dedicated to her child. That's hallucinate. That's what it's called. That's only a little creepy, is all. We'll turn it up a little bit more. Supergirl Sheriff Galvin? What?
Oh my god.
Oh my god, Toei, you're referencing yourself? You're just that cool now, huh? What is she going to do? It doesn't look like there's anybody here. Oh, never mind. There are other people here. She has a chauffeur.
Baku's going to be her boyfriend.
Baku's gone.
Well, so was Minami.
True. There's that frickin' moon again. Number 16? Wait a minute. Is this the Toei lot? Is this literally the Toei lot? How hilarious would it be if like this is just literally the Toei studio?
Good way to save money.
Why is Nem is now dressed up as like sexy Sailor Moon cop girl. I mean,
She's,
I'm not complaining, but what? Oh, wait, so everybody exists in this world, but they've all been recast? Like they're doing different things because this is the cop lady. What? And Manami is her manager. So I guess the idea is that the whole world is literally revolving around Nem.
Yeah, that's what it seems like. She could arrest me any day.
Wait a minute. Whoa. Even that screen looked kind of vintage. They're like vintage Toei, like 90s Toei. Oh, she is Space Sheriff Girl. Wait, she's a magical girl in this world? She's a magical girl on TV? So are we actually like kind of getting a behind the scenes at Toei?
That's what it looks like.
Maybe they were AI.
They were figments of our imagination.
So the fantasy world's coming unglued. But apparently, let that sink in, folks. She is like Space Sheriff Girl Galvin. Is that a pun? Because Galvin, because she's a girl.
I guess. She pulled an Alec Baldwin.
Wow, my dude. Mom's got a big mole on her forehead.
I try not to look at it.
That's a lot of pink. So much.
Can you read me a bedtime story?
And it's something absolutely horrifying. Oh crap. Crap, I feel like I'm watching a horror movie now. Or weren't there some episodes of Stranger Things that were kind of like that? With the stuff growing on the walls.
Yeah.
It's been a minute since I've watched Stranger Things.
I just got the 4K box set today.
The Arrow set?
Yep.
Which
The
I swear is,
edition.
I know, I was going to say, I swear that's the first time they've ever released a TV show, so it's kind of wild. It's like the perfect show for Arrow to release, but still.
Yeah.
I wouldn't mind seeing that at some point. I'm sure it's a nice set. I just don't like Stranger Things enough to fork over that much money.
Dude, I've watched Stranger Things since the day it aired.
What'd you think of the ending?
I don't know, I was drunk.
That explains everything. Anyway,
Yep.
back to Kamen Rider. What's going on here? Is it Baku? Is it Baku? Oh, that was kind of scary. Not gonna lie, that was kind of scary.
So you can dream within a dream.
I mean, Inception taught us that. Wait. Did she reset it? So now she's not Space Sheriff Girl Galvin?
I guess.
It's something else? A bodyguard. Is Baku going to be her bodyguard?
Probably.
Or wait, will it be Baku or will it be Sieg?
It'll be Sieg. It'll be Sieg.
Yeah. No! It's
Oh,
your
my
boy!
boy.
I guess that does actually make way more sense.
It does, because he did kind of watch over her with her.
Yeah, so is she like a TV host or is she an idol? What is this version? Oh, it looks like she's an idol. Yeah, it looks like she's an idol. Yeah, she's an idol. She's going to host a family-friendly rave.
She would be a great Sailor Moon.
You know what? Probably. I don't know which one you would make her, but I can see it. There was that weird live action Sailor Moon from like 25 years ago.
I know, I still want to watch it.
I've watched some bits of it, and I'm like, this is weird. Something should not be live action. Oh, all of her fans disappeared. Supernatural Abduction.
It's a good movie title.
Oh, crap. Holy frick, it's that thing! It's hand face over here. Hey, look, it's the Toei gravel pit. Where you can, pay to show up and have explosions go off on behind you. I kind of want to do that. Ah, frickin' ads. This time I'm not actually signed in. I'm just watching as a guest. What? Just an illusion of Nim? So the Nem we've been seeing isn't even the real Nem?
I don't know. I think this is the real Nim.
Okay. So why is Oblivion betraying her?
I'm assuming her mom. I don't know.
Okay, maybe we'll get it right here.
Maybe made another Nim. I don't know.
Oh. What? The same person? Maybe? That's some wild visuals, I gotta say. I was gonna say, this is when Baku shows up.
How did he get here?
He's got some glitter on him now. So she remembered him? Is that what happened?
Maybe.
It's one bubble for every episode.
Yeah. 44 bubbles. Oh, even more.
He's literally beating memories out of her, out of Oblivion. I love kip ups.
Now she remembers him.
Yeah. Here's the thing, though. If ZETZ kills Oblivion here, which it looks like that's what they're going for, that just leaves Mom.
Yeah.
Are we really
I
going to
think
spend
she'll
the
end up
last?
being the big bad.
I was going to say, are we really going to spend the last 5 episodes dealing with Mom, or is there another villain we don't know about? Yeah, it looks like he just beat Oblivion.
Mom's got some moves.
Wow. This is like fighting a final boss in a video game. Really? Oh, a rider kick didn't work. Yeah, when the rider kick doesn't work, that's when you get scared.
This is Clive Barker's Queen of Illusions.
Oh, they picked the worst time for an ad. Okay.
So we found her in real life.
I guess. Huh. Nox versus Phantom. Kamen ZEZTZ. Okay. So it looks like it's your boy going up against the big bad next week.
Heck yeah. Just
That'll
as he
be
should.
interesting. Yeah. That'll be interesting. Although it's saying it's the final battle, so does that mean the lady gets defeated next week? Phantom gets beat next week? Then what? Nox becomes the final boss?
I don't think Nox will. Maybe. I don't even know. Maybe Cthulhu will come out and they'll have to fight him.
Cthulhu. When all else fails, Cthulhu.
Yeah. What do you think about it?
That was pretty. It was pretty good. I liked how they handled that stuff. And I like the whole, the perfect dream world, and it looks like it resets every day. Kind of wish we had gotten maybe one more.
Yeah.
Maybe one more, but there's just wasn't the time to do it. I loved the space sheriff girl Galvin.
Yeah. That was good.
That was good, Toei. That was good. And I feel like we did seriously just see like one of their sound stages. I would like to believe that was just one of their sound stages that they just let you see.
It's true if you believe it to be.
Yeah. Well, maybe this is the dream. Who knows? But maybe. Yeah, so that was really cool. And yeah, the gravel pit, the famous gravel pit.
Yep.
Can't go wrong there. So that'd be a fun place to visit sometime. How cool would it be if you, me, and Sentai Guy, we could somehow fund a trip to Japan and visit the Toei gravel pit and go whole hog on it, and we pay to have them set some explosions off behind us so we could do a cool pose and have a picture taken. That would become our new logo. If we did that, that would become our new logo.
Oh, it would be for sure. Now,
like as cool as the artwork we have is, a photograph of that with text.
Hang on, you're paused.
How about now? Now?
A photo of what? Yep, go ahead.
I said if we had a photo of that, as cool as the artwork we have is, a photo of us posing with the explosion, I would put text to that and be like, "That's our new logo."
Oh yeah, that would.
We were there.
So cool.
We were there.
We got to do it.
We got to do it. Somehow we got to do it. Yeah. That would be peak right there. Peak. But anyway, so yeah, I actually like that episode better than the last few, I have to say. So I just want to know, what's the end game here?
Yeah.
Oblivion just got beat relatively easy, I thought. And it looks like the lady is going to be, Phantom is going to be the big one next week, and it's going to be Nox. We need Baku to do something. He's the hero, so what's he going to do?
Right. I don't know. That's stumping me. I don't know who they're going to fight.
Like I said, I'm wondering if
3-4
Nox.
episodes.
I'm wondering if Nox is going to end up being the final boss here.
I mean, he could be. I hope he isn't, but
I mean, I don't know who would be left, because we're taking out all of these other villains. If we take out the lady next week, and we've taken out Zero and all the other code guys, they're all gone. That basically just leaves us with Nox as a potential antagonist, unless there's some new, unless they're just going to invent a new bad guy for the last few episodes, or tell us, oh, guess what? This guy was the bad guy all along. And
could have this huge, dimensional being named Apocalypse, and those his 4 horsemen.
it's a secret crossover with Marvel Comics. Who knew? Who
would
knew?
be cool.
Yeah, that would be kind of wild. So anyway, yeah, that was a solid episode. It's probably, like I said, it's my favorite one, and for in the last couple of weeks. So yeah, we're getting into the home stretch now for ZEZTZ, and I hope it sticks the landing. I really do. This has been quite the journey, and yeah, that landing, man, that's gonna make or break it. I think this has been such a wild show that if it doesn't stick the landing, it will retroactively make me like the show less. And I really hope that's not the case.
I hope it's not. It doesn't end with it all being a dream.
Consider they already kind of did that at that midpoint.
They did, yeah. But the way they did it was good.
But you can't do that trick. I think you can only do that trick once.
Yeah, that's true. I'm trying to think of a way that they could do it again. You probably still could do it again, but I hope they don't.
I hope they don't either. But that is a discussion for next week, when I will probably be at Gen Con, either mooching off of some hotel Wi-Fi like I did last year, or from the basically like hospitality house. It's basically a cheap Airbnb owned by a church. It might be from there. We'll find out. That's a next week problem.
It is.
Yeah. Not much in the chat this week, but I hope our regulars, Edwin, Jonathan, all the rest of them, at the very least, I hope you watched the VOD and you liked what you saw. And we will see you all next week for the live stream, and I'm sure we'll be interacting with all of them throughout the whole week. So see you then. Sure. And what did we learn this week, Jake?
Dreams surpass nightmares.
And Kaiser poop is all the rage.
And may the power protect you.
See, you got your cue. you remembered, and I'm hitting the wrong button. Look at me, semi-professional podcaster here.
We'll do it live.
Oh my gosh, I'm still hitting the wrong button. I'm screwing up this outro so bad.
Thank you for listening to Henshin Power V3, a podcast produced and hosted by Nathan Marchand,
Christopher Reiner,
and Jake Amber.
If you'd like to send us feedback, we'd love to hear from you. So email us at henshin.powerv3 enhancedpower.v3@gmail.com.
Follow us on X, the artist formerly known as Twitter. Thank you, Danny DeManna, where our handle is @HenshinPowerV3, and join our official Facebook groups, Power Rangers Legacy and the Marco Out Lounge. We also have a Discord server called the Marco Out Lounge. Check the show notes for links to all of them.
Subscribe to us on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, YouTube, and other great podcatchers. The podcast logo was designed by Rebecca Hudgens. Follow her on Instagram at super_r_illustrations.
Our theme song is a Joe the Hero remix by GVG Kid, which is based on a track from the video game Beautiful Joe.
All film and audio clips belong to their respective copyright holders, and no infringement is intended or implied.
Please rate and review us on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, and Podchaser to spread the word about the show. And until next time,
Schwash!